Hey guys, it's Tape the Grape, and I'll give a more detailed explanation as to this in another clip, but as you can see, I got the Blazer stuck in mud. Well, anyway, this is the next day. I'll still have to make a video clip of explaining it, but thankfully it still drives after getting it out of the mud, and again, you'll see the explanation in a second. Alright, so you've already seen the clips, because I'm going to do this after the fact, after those clips. So yesterday, this is what happened yesterday. Me, my fiance, and my niece, we were at, what is it? I always call it Starved Rock, but I missay the name. It's Rock Cut State Park. Always mix them up real bad. But anyway, we were there. It's a state park in Illinois, of course, the city I'm in. So I didn't realize that they had closed at 5. I thought they closed at sunset, which 5 o'clock was definitely not sunset yet. So anyway, we were at the park. We were walking through the trails. We heard someone shout, something, 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 locked in the park. And then my fiance heard something, 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 I'm lost in the park. And then my niece heard something, something, rocks in the park. So we all three heard something separate. Regardless, I was like, well, shit, maybe they're shouting at us for something, because like I said, I thought they said locked in the park. Because I do know they have signs that says don't get locked in the park, but I didn't see where they said they close at 5. So anyway, we were on our, right when we heard that, we were on our way to our vehicle, the Blazer, to get out of the park. By the time we got to the park, to the Blazer, got in it, started it up, drove to the entrance. There's two entrance/exits. We drove to the entrance north side that we came in at. It was locked up, chained up, gate, no way to drive around it. And we went to the back section. There was a gate that was locked up, and it was also, like I said, also locked up, and barely could get through it. So I thought, well, shit, let me call the park district, or whatever number they had online, and I called them. Of course, they said they were closed, nobody answered, so I didn't know what to do. So what I shouldn't have done is what I did, and I decided to try and squeeze my truck around the one of the gates at the south side, and it basically got stuck in mud. I didn't realize it was mud. Big pit of mud. I thought it was just like a gravel pit, but regardless, I know I should not have done that, but I didn't know who to call at the time. Ended up getting stuck in the mud, and I had to end up calling the non-emergency number. They came out. They said, man, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What was your plan? Again, it was a really dumb thing to do. You could probably see in those video clips of just how it was dark out by the time they got there. It was still daylight out when we got stuck. But we had to wait about an hour and a half before the police even got there, and an additional 30 minutes before the tow truck got there. That makes sense if you're wondering why it was dark. But anyway, so we had finally got the police had finally come. They said, you know, what are you doing? Why are you trying this? You should have just called us in the first place, and we would have let you out. I told them, you know, I was honest with them. I panicked. Never been locked in the park. I almost felt like it was entrapment. Of course, you know, there's more. It's not exactly that way. I know legally it wouldn't be, I don't think, but I basically did not call them like I should have. I didn't think to, I should say. I really regret not doing it. So anyway, I ended up getting stuck in the mud, so I had to get a wrecker, one of the heavy-duty wreckers, that, like one of the strong ones that pulls out, well, you probably saw, I don't know if it's true, it's probably the ones that, like, it's heavier duty that pulls, like, cars out of rivers, basically, rather than a regular tow truck. So anyway, they got me out, and they charged me $301 for that winching tow, or winching fee, which is quite expensive. I get it, you know, it's a you know, a major task to do, because it was in deep mud. You saw how deep it was probably on the videos. I haven't watched them back yet, but I was just too stressed to even worry about anything. I was planning on actually making this video clip last night, but it was already like almost 9, so anyway, I apologize, I'm getting off track. I had got out of the mud, and then the cop pulled me to the side by the time, just before we were about to leave. He gave me my license back, and he said, listen here, I understand I don't think you're a bad guy, but it was too risky of you to do, so I've got 2 citations for you. First citation is being in the park while we're closed, which I kind of disagree with that because I had no idea they closed at 5. They might have signs, I don't know. I can't say if they do or not because I didn't personally see them. And when we did hear someone say, something locked in the park, we immediately started walking to the vehicle. And the second one, I won't plead that I'm guilty to on video, but I can understand them seeing that I should not have gone around the, gate. And then, like I was saying, the second citation they got with me is driving off of the roadway, which technically I guess I did. I technically went into mud, so that's my fault there. Again, if I could do something different, I would have rather just called them, but again, at the time, I was panicking, didn't know what else to do. I didn't know I could have called the cops at first, even though I should have, but anyway, that's what happened. I was able to get the tow out, $301, and the citations, they didn't give me a price on them. I have to go to court for them and see what the judge says. That'll be in about 2 weeks, so at least I have 2 weeks to potentially get more money in case they are a big charge. I asked the cop how much around are they. They said, well, you have to go to court to see that, but he said he believes the base price is like $190 per citation. So in total, if it is $190 per citation plus the $301 tow, it's about a $700 mistake that I've done. And at the time, obviously, this is probably the scenario for a bunch of people that do shit they don't mean to. At the time, I didn't think anything bad would happen. I just got stuck in the mud. And I wasted the tow truck's time, wasted the cop's time, unfortunately. But so yeah, a $700 mistake, and that's my story on it. And again, you can rewind it and see those clips again. I wanted to make a little bit of longer clips, but I felt there was a bunch of people, and I felt embarrassed. There was 2 cops, 2 tow truck people, and like a few of the state park people there that were laughing, which was kind of fucked up, but oh well. I understand on their end it's probably funny, but I'll probably laugh about this in the future, but it's definitely left a sour taste in my mouth today, or yesterday, and today. But in the future update, I'll let you know when I go to court, or after court. I won't make a video there, of course, but I'll let you know what happens. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.